Welcome to Level Up, where you get the score on video games. Reviewing games can sometimes be hard. No, seriously, despite all the fun I might be having while I play a game, when it comes time to review it, I might have to put that aside to analyze it. Let's take a look at today's game, for example, Battle of the Bands. This is a rhythm game produced by THQ and is one of my favorite underrated games for the current console generation. I really do enjoy playing it, but when I take a step back and analyze it to review it, I can see that it's obviously not that great. Don't get what I mean? Just listen and I'll explain while I review Battle of the Bands for the week. As I've said before, this is a rhythm game. In this game, the actions are swing the Wii remote left, right, softly and vigorously shaking it back and forth, or in a stabbing motion when the corresponding symbol reaches a target. Your reward for matching a certain number of symbols in a row correctly is that you launch an attack at your opponent. Each band has 3 unique attacks you can choose during battle, and some even have special effects. You can also block attacks coming at you by pressing B at the right time. This might seem like you have a lot to keep track of in such a short time, but I think that's part of what makes this game so much fun to play. The constant attention, action, and reaction. When you go into a battle, both bands seem to be simultaneously playing the same song. However, only one band is heard at the time. With enough successful attacks though, that can change. Suddenly, you no longer hear your band rocking out, you hear the other one marching in victory. It may be a different musical style, but the song and tempo don't change. There are a total of 5 musical styles in this game: rock, rap, country, marching band, and Latino. This means there are 5 versions of each song, one for each style. With 30 songs covered in this game, that makes 150 tracks found on this disc, and the song selection was perfectly done for this type of game. In the background for this review, I'm playing the marching band version of AFI's Miss Murder, but you can also get a country version of a rap song, a rock version of a Latino song, and many other possible combinations. If you are a fan of these types of different styled covers, then that's the main reason to get this game, especially since you can listen to all of them from the get-go. For everything I just said I like about the game, I now have to do what I said every reviewer has to do and take a step back and analyze it. When I do that, I can see that there are issues that some people may not like about this game. First off was that some may not like this different styles, but I already mentioned that, so let's move on. Next comes the fact that if you play this game for a while, your wrist will start to hurt badly, meaning that you can't play this game much more than the recommended hour, and you need to take a decently long break when you do. There are also arguments of the graphics quality in this game, but since you're going to be looking at the symbols and not the characters, I think that's a moot point. Also, I find the characters blowing each other up good for what they are. But I think the biggest issue is that this game is described as simplistic. Now, the first reason this might be is because it gets compared to other music rhythm games like Rockman and Guitar Hero, which isn't right. It's its own game and it's different, though probably not different enough. The other reason is because it's for the Wii, a system that has games that are supposed to be easy to play so that everyone can join in. Although I do understand all these points and I have to agree with them, I have to ask if the other reviewers just aren't overreacting. I still really like this game. The flaws it has never really got to me, and I love the different music heard in this game. I will admit that paying the original $50, estimated in Canadian dollars, would have been a bit too much to ask for this, but at the current price of $10 is more than reasonable. A CD with 12 tracks normally costs that amount, and this one has about 150. I'm not going to give this game the score I want to give it, since I do understand the complaints, but I think this is far from a bad game. I give Battle of the Bands for the Wii 8 levels out of 10. I'm Leo Melanson, and now you know the score.